I am making this video for my friends, family, and supporters. Look, I just wanted to say a few things. I'm not a perfect person. I know that I say a lot of things and I preach about being positive and I preach about spreading love and treating people like, their race doesn't matter, the color of their skin doesn't matter, where they're from doesn't matter, their religion doesn't matter. And I know to some people that I might seem like kind of a walking contradiction for saying those things because, I say things like faggot and tranny and, people don't understand. They're like, oh, you're homophobic. Or people say, oh, you can't say nigga because you're not black. And you have to understand that from my perspective, as a mixed race, bisexual person, I could give a shit about any of that shit because it's like, I know what I am, If you call me a racial slur or you say a racial slur or you call me a homophobic slur or you say a homophobic slur as a joke, I'm not going to be offended by the use of those words because I don't believe in giving those words power. I don't believe in, hearing someone say tranny and being like, oh, that's so offensive to transsexuals because it's like, I love transsexuals. Hell, I'm attracted to some transsexuals. That's the word itself doesn't mean anything unless you give it that power. And I know that that might seem to some people like they see that and it's a contradiction. It's like, oh, how can Darkie contradict himself and not be true to what he's saying? Or how could, he put violence and negative messages in his music when he preaches being positive? And that also to me, from my perspective, is a kind of a thing where I use my music and my art as an outlet for those feelings because I'm not perfect, bro. I still feel those feelings, just like the next guy. I still feel when someone talks shit, I want to hurt them or those are just animal little leftover evolutionary impulses from when we were fucking running around in the forest eating shit off the ground. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? And I forgive myself and I forgive other people for passing judgment on me for that type of behavior because I know it's just a big misunderstanding. I'm just out here, doing what I can, and I'm always trying to improve. And I'm also not at fault. It is wrong of me, when somebody subtweets me or tweets at me or says some weird shit. It's wrong for me to come at them in a negative way or to come at them in a rude way because I don't need to entertain that type of shit, and I also don't need to be rude to someone. I don't need to be mean to someone. If I've ever said anything mean to you in the DMs or I've ever tweeted at you some rude shit, I'm sorry. I am genuinely sorry for affecting your life in a negative way because that is not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to beef with people I don't even know. I'm not here to beef with people I've never seen your face, I've never heard your voice to see what type of a beautiful person you are. I've never done that, so I'm not going to be out here passing judgment on people. And if you pass judgment on me for my behavior, so be it. I forgive you. I'm sad that you do that, but, I'm not out here to, be the ultimate crusader of justice and, judge everybody. I'm just here to try and do what I think is right, I'm just here to spread the messages that I think people need to hear and to say what I need to say. And I'm moving past the phase, I feel where I need to entertain other people that don't even know me's opinions about me, I'm willing to have a conversation with anyone. If anyone wants to have a conversation and talk about our perspectives or disagree and agree and on stuff, that's fine, If you don't even have to like my music, but just I'd appreciate it if, we could just try to move forward and be cool with each other. Because life is far too short for us to be just judging people we don't even know. Just because we think we know them from a few interactions over the internet. And, I am really, I know I've said this already, I'm really sorry to anyone that I've caused any pain, to anyone that I've said anything mean to. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you go through every day. I don't know what situation you have. I don't know what perspective you have. And I'm sorry that I didn't take the time to learn your perspective before judging you. I just kind of wanted to say this to, my friends, family, and supporters, just to let everyone know, all I want is to grow as a person and to, create better art and to just, do better stuff. And I just want to move forward because this is my path, and I don't want to be led astray by my feelings.